Well, good morning. My name is Willie Lawson, and this is the Morning Report. Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. Trust that you are well this glorious Wednesday morning. We're waiting for it to rain here. You know, it's one of the most entertaining things when we watch, as commenters, commentators, observers, watch the left swallow its own tail. The Walt Disney Company is going to get quite a shaking around at their shareholders meeting today. Now, how they respond should be very, very interesting, but we're going to see. Healthcare Accountability Group, Do No Harm, which works to counteract DEI trends in medicine, and the National Legal Policy Center, an investor in the Walt Disney Corporation. Now, the NLPC is an investor in the Walt Disney Corporation, and thus it has standing here. Will confront the multinational media corporation for allegedly discriminating against detransitioning employees who are seeking reconstructive care in the aftermath of medical butchery. Disney pays for gender transition treatments. Not surprised, right? Not surprised. So if someone goes, well, I need to go get my junk car off because I'm a chick. Disney goes, yeah, sure, go ahead. See you in 6 months. But if you decide that you've done all this, and then you're still the unhappy piece of pus that you've been all along, and you want to go back, or you're someone who got to them and wanted to go back. Sorry, Charlie, you can do that on your own. So Disney pays for the gender transition treatments, but not the detransitioning care, and therefore discriminates based on gender identity, something that they say they don't do. But we know most of these leftist organizations do exactly what they say they don't do. It's their core. So the NLPC explains this in a video release ahead of Disney's annual meeting, where the conservative watchdog is set to submit a shareholder proposal demanding that the entertainment giant investigate its policies that allegedly exclude detransitioners. Now, Do No Harm's Chloe Cole, a teenage detransitioner who was placed on puberty blockers and testosterone at the age of 13. First of all, she should sue her parents and all the doctors that did that to her. Underwent a double mastectomy at 15. And now is, of course, an ardent advocate against gender ideology, testifying before legislative bodies nationwide about its harmful consequences, is slated to present the proposal. She tweets, "See you soon, Disney." That's awesome. That's awesome. So at this high-stakes shareholders talk, Cole will address the Disney's leadership, including CEO Bob Iger, and I'm sure he's wondering, why did I get back into this? To tell her story of medical mutilation and recount the difficulties she faced finding health care and insurance coverage once she decided to detransition. As long as you stay in the road that they want you to be in, yeah, we'll help you, we'll pay for it, blah, blah, blah. But once you figure out that what they've done to you is criminal and you try to do something about it, no, sorry, you're on your own, Charlie. So Disney acts as if people like me don't exist, Cole declared via her press statement. Now, what's interesting is that on Sunday, we had the Trans Day of Visibility, but there's no detransitioners Day of Visibility. because these people want to act like these folks don't exist. Like no one's going back. No one's doing that, except they are. So anyway, she says, I intend to make sure that the board and Mr. Iger hear that the company's irrational gender ideology policies are actually destructive. And I am a victim of policies like it. Detransitioners like me are not going away. We're here. We're not queer. And we're not going away, right? With the numbers of LGBTQIA plus workers at the company who have sought ill-advised sex changes, you can bet that litigation over deception and discriminatory benefits policies won't be far behind, she said. So in a press release, NLPC's Corporate Integrity Project director Paul Chesser said Disney is, quote, so proud of its perfect score, earning a full 100 points since 2007 on the Corporate Equity Index. Because I'm telling you, this is what this is all been about, to make sure that they can get money from BlackRock and Vanguard and all these other entities that are pushing this nonsense. A woke scorecard designed by the far left human rights campaign to track LGBTQ plus inclusion in workplaces across America. To receive full credit for inclusive benefits, HRC's criteria requires a company's health insurance to cover sex change procedures. Now we call upon Mr. Iger to lead the way for corporate America to provide equal care for those who have suffered physical harm as a result and who want bodily restoration. Beside the damage they have suffered, they were also discriminated against, Chester commented. The proposal itself prompts Disney to issue a report by the end of this year explaining to shareholders why such a compensation gap exists at an inclusive company, including the NLPC. According to the NLPC, the proposal is supposed to serve a dual purpose for calling attention to the plight of detransitioners who have suffered irreparable body harm at the hands of the deceptive healthcare industry and taking a wrecking ball to the equality facade of corporations that purportedly like the purportedly tolerant Walt Disney Company. Uh, NLPC also filed a white paper with the Securities and Exchange Commission uh, over Disney's one-sided healthcare plan. The NLPC cites Equal Opportunity Commission considering failure to provide equivalent pay and benefits based on categories such as gender identity, sexual orientation as a form of illegal discrimination. NLPC says that the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, agreed that detransitioners fit under such protected classifications when determining unfairness in corporate compensation practices. Disney is about to get rocked. In an opposition statement, Disney's board of directors urged shareholders to vote against the NLPC's proposal, alleging that the nonprofit is attempting to advance a limited agenda. Oh, they're just pushing an agenda. We should because what will happen is that Disney will have to pay a lot more money, and then they'll be seen. They'll be seen by these other leftist organizations as caving, and their score of 100% on and their success as a successful company of DEI and ESG will be damaged, and they're afraid that they will lose money, that they will not be able to get the money that they've been able to get. Seems they're losing a lot. They're losing to Governor DeSantis big time, huge, bigly, as President Trump would say, bigly, hugely. And it seems like they're about to lose this too. It is sort of a fun thing to watch them eat themselves. So you're going to be leftists and you're going to adopt the gender ideology policy as how you do business. Well, you're going to have to adopt all that crap, all of it, the forward and the backward. we'll keep you informed of how this goes. So in any case, we'll go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, we'll see you when we see you. Bye now.